Hi everyone. A country like India, which is the largest population of the world with an average age of 28, I think the best thing to bet is the theme of consumption. India has a population of 144 crore. Do you know we added one Malaysia in last 4 years, one Thailand in last 6 years and one Philippines in last 8 years? That's the kind of population of India. Today, India is at a pivotal point where consumer journey with average per capita income going beyond $2,500 will start. We have seen this play out globally where discretionary consumption just shoots up. What is discretionary consumption all about? What you spend on yourself, which is apparel, footwear, watches, and jewelry. Then, what you spend on auto, the kind of car you buy. The third one is what you spend on your home. This is about consumer durable, the paint, the furniture. And last but not the least, you spend on travel and leisure when your discretionary consumption goes up. The discretionary spend which I spoke about, the 10 to 15% of Indian population is already at a per capita income of $10,000, and we are going to add 10 to 12% of the population in this per capita for next decade. What played out is in the last 2 to 3 years was there was slowdown in 60 to 70% of Indian population which stayed in rural area. Why this played out is because these people dialed into their saving during the COVID, and going after COVID they were doing a lot of saving which they had dialed into. But given where we are standing today, where IMD forecast the normal monsoon, we think that the government will also spend on boosting agri and rural economy, and we think that there is a better employment opportunity in the rural led by the infrastructure spend on government. All this multiple factor plus relative valuation of consumer being a tag lower than the market, given where market has rallied, we are positive on consumption as a theme. And the best way to play out consumer theme is to bet on Aditya Birla Sun Life India Gen Next Fund. This fund has a mixture of discretionary and staples and the entire B2C businesses. Aditya Birla Sun Life Gen Next Fund is all about owning B2C businesses. We try and identify new industry and own the leader in that industry. Most of these stocks are good cash flow generating companies, have a good moat and have a strong management. We have an approach of BMV. We identify great businesses, then look at strong management and look at relative valuation to bet on. This fund has a 19-year history where this fund has played out, and I think this story will play out for next 2 to 3 decades. What is interesting about this fund is that we also have a diversified financial services. The reason we own financial services is that in the consumer journey, they leverage to consume more. If I look at India credit to GDP, we are at 15%. Developed market on an average would be in the range of 75 to 80%. I think leverage is a very important part of consumption theme, and that's the reason we own banks also in this theme. We own both lending institution and non-lending institution, and I think in the market, the entire financial services is a 1 or 2 valuation lower than the long-term average. Having financial services also diversify the fund, and that's where this fund is very well positioned to capture the B2C business of India, both financial and non-financial, discretionary and staples and travel and leisure and the entire theme. What we have seen in China after 2006, when per capita income crosses $2,500, $3,000, the most important place people spend is travel and leisure. People want to spend on creating experiences, and that's where travel and leisure plays out. Travel and leisure is not just about airlines, hotels, or the mall. Travel and leisure also is about what you spend out on eating better food. I think the QSR today, there are only 1 or 2 restaurants with 2,000 plus retail outlets. In China, there are multiple stores with 15,000 plus retail outlets in the QSR space. I think that story can play out. The story of better malls, better experiences, better theme parks, better hotels, and the better airlines can play out. We are very positive on travel and leisure as a space. Few themes of India which is going to play out and which we have started playing out. First is premiumization. Premiumization is happening across category. People are moving from bar soap to liquid soap, from normal detergent to liquid detergent. We are seeing this play out even in the auto. The number of SUVs sold in India is 50% plus today compared to 30% probably 5 years back. Premiumization is a story will play out in the entire discretionary space, because after you hit the normal penetration level, that's where premiumization will play out. People will buy better soap, better shampoo, better cars, and better apparel and better footwear. That's the first theme. The second theme is about convenience. Today, everyone wants things in a minute, be it delivery at your home, or be it even in matches. If I were to talk about IPL, people want to see more 20 over match than 50 over match. People want convenience everywhere. That's the other theme which will play out. The third important theme which is playing out is the formalization. This big theme will play out in food as a category. Globally, we have seen that convenience food plays out with the per capita income beyond $2,500. I think convenience food story in India is just starting, and that's where the food as a theme will play out, and that's where the formalization, people will move from normal food consumption to a better packaged food consumption. That's where formalization will play out. This will play out not just in the food. We have seen this play out in the retail space also. Today, organized retail is 12 to 13%. I think a decade from now will reach 25%. That's where formalization theme will play out. So we at Aditya Birla Sun Life India Gen Next Fund is betting on all this theme of premiumization, the theme of convenience, and the theme of formalization. And that's where you can bet on by betting on Aditya Birla Sun Life India Gen Next Fund. I think one should consistently keep investing in this fund for next 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, and next decade. This fund will play out for sure.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.